got a lot of length. They're really good on the offensive glass. They're really good on the glass, period. They're strong. They got a lot of shooters. They got a lot of guys who know how to play basketball. So.
Are they different from last year at all? Are they still fresh all the time?
Yeah, it's a little different, though. I mean, having a guy like Javon Carter on your team, what he was, for that team period, it's going to be a little different, but it's still the same philosophy, still the same playing style, and they still fight really hard, so it's not that much different.
What do you remember about that game last year, not just on the court, but in terms of the atmosphere and everything that was here in the building?
You live for that. Like I said before, as a competitor, you live for that type of environment. One of the best rivalries in college sports, so it's always fun to be a part of it.
Do you have a personal, most intense visiting crowd you've played in front of that you can remember?
Probably Duke or North Carolina last year. I think North Carolina probably was the top. It just got really loud in there. I remember the game was tight, and I remember at the beginning of the second half they made a run. The crowd got really intense. That was probably the most excited I've seen in a crowd.
Were practices this week more intense maybe than they were when you had the winning streak going on?
They're intense regardless, but it's just been a little more attention to detail and a little more focus. Playing hard but making sure we're playing smart at the same time. That's really what we've been focusing on this week.
Was he pushing you a little harder than maybe he had been this week?
Yeah, probably so.
In what way?
Just making sure we're just sharper. Making sure we're doing going that extra mile. Making sure if we do have a little mistake here, not talking about fixing it, but making sure we fix it right then and there, and just going at it more, being a little bit more competitive with each other. So.
Is he a yeller or a screamer? How does he?
Depends. Coach, you don't want to get him mad. I'll just say that. But good dude. He knows what he's talking about. He knows how to get the message across. But he's not a guy you want to get mad at the same time.
What does Mad Jeff Cable look like or sound like?
Nobody else is going to be able to get their voice as loud as him. Nobody's going to be able to speak over him. And no matter where you are, if you're outside the doors of the gym, especially if you're inside that gym, all eyes are going to be on him when he starts speaking. He has a really strong and powerful voice. So.
We had the topic a little bit earlier. He said one of the things that he feels is really important in coaching is that you guys understand that he likes you, cares about you, wants the best for you. Because if he does that, then he can coach you hard and try to bring out the best of you on the court. How much do you guys feel that, eat in moments where you can yell over him in the gym, that regardless of what he's saying, that he's just doing it for the best reasons and your all best interest?
You always know because it's real and it's genuine. And it's on both sides. He could be yelling about a good thing sometimes. There's been times when players are open and they don't take a shot that we want them to shoot as a team, and that's a good shot for them. He's yelling for them to shoot it. Just as much aggression is just as much passion as he would if he was angry. So, it's just all 360 and all the way around. He's just really transparent with how much he cares about, us being together and us being really good. So.
Has Jeff talked to you guys much about the rivalry angle before a game like this, especially with the young guys who maybe don't know the first thing about Pitt, West Virginia?
Yeah, a little bit. We talk as players too in the locker room, in our spare time. But Coach definitely brought it up. Definitely talked about just how it's gonna be a fight. And like I said before, it's called a backyard brawl. They gave it that name for a reason. Both teams are known for just being tough and fighting really hard. So he's been saying it's gonna be a 2-hour fight. So that's what he's always been saying all week.
Did that angry Jeff Cable come out a little bit today and yesterday?
Coach Cable is Coach Cable regardless. He's really intense and a really kind of a perfectionist in a sense. He always wants things to go right. So he's always intense and always on point. So he's just been a little more stern, a little more on point himself. So that's really
How do you deal with their physicality, especially when it comes to rebounding? It seems like that's really a key for what they're trying to do.
You just got to match it. You just got to stand 10 toes down, right there, staring back in the face and telling you're not going anywhere. You got to be able to take a punch and give a punch. However many punches you got to take, you got to be able to take them, stand up, and give them right back. So that's really the mindset going in.
Even though Jeff's 20, 25 years older than you guys, he's still relatively young for an ACC basketball coach. How much, in your all's experience with him, how relatable has he been? And given that age gap, because he's a top end, he likes to think that he's still young enough that he can relate to you guys. Are there ever any moments where that age gap's kind of apparent, where he'll bring something up or reference something where you guys are like, what are you talking about?
Nah, I mean, it's pretty relatable, you know. Basketball, regardless of how long you've been playing or how long ago you did play it, you know, it's pretty much still the same at the end of the day when it comes down to certain things, especially at the collegiate level, you know. He played in the ACC, and when he played back then, it was a really talented league, just like it is now. He was on a really good teams back then. Said teams plural. He was on a lot of good teams back then, too. I mean, the only thing that'll be funny is when he talks about, you know, how much bounce he used to have back then, or, you know, when he'd go down the lane and dunk it or something like that, and then you're like, okay, you know, it's 2018 now, but that's the only time this ever, like, you know, comes up about the age difference. So other than that, we always use what he says and take it wholeheartedly, you know, try to put it in ourselves, put it in our minds, and try to look at it on the court the way he looks at it on the court. So.
Very hard. You say that he can't dunk now.
Oh, honestly, I don't know. I think if he was hyped up enough, but probably not though. He can still shoot though.
Does he ever scrimmage with you guys?
Oh no. He stays, you know, and he stays in his lane. He wants to though. He's let us know several times, you know, that he wishes he could still come back out there with us, you know, just to you know play hard and just kind of inspire us sometimes like that, you know, because he's a really passionate guy, and you can tell, not only from watching tapes of him playing back then, but you can tell even being in his presence that when he played, you know, he was a really tough player. So.